Hello everyone. As usual, I'm a little late. I'm also packing my car up right now because I'm in New England still. And it was a weekend. No one's here yet on the live stream. So anyone who's here knows that I did not have a great Saturday. I also sound like crap because I sound like crap. I already have the dog show crud and I haven't even left yet. So I'm always like, you guys got this, and like, be happy, like being the best at whatever you're the best at. And I am really bad about taking my own advice. And so like, for the 100th millionth time yesterday, I got basically the same critique on my cocker. Which is my underline, and it's always my underline. I always either make it super straight, or it's too pointy, or it's not. When it's straight, they tell me it's not stylish. When I try to make it stylish, I don't know, make it look like a goddamn terrier, basically. So that happened in the morning, and I was grooming Lenny, who is extremely stressful in many ways. Right, T? Right. So, and I'm sorry that this is moving around so much. So, I got that critique, and it's not wrong, and it's not unfair critique or anything like that. It was just what I always do. And it's really frustrating because it's like no matter what I do, I'm stuck. And I do the same things over and over again, and it's feeling like really stupid. Like, why do I keep doing this? And why am I wasting my money competing? I'm never going to get anywhere. Like, this is it. Like, I'm not getting any better. I've been doing the same thing all year long. And, it's really hard, like, when you get in a funk like that, to get out of it. And I wasn't really looking forward to this weekend, except speaking, which I really enjoyed. And I think everybody really enjoyed my class. So that was the highlight. But I'm just tired. It's the end of the year, and it's like been nonstop all year long, and it's easy to get burnt out, especially when, I'm not sponsored by anyone. I don't have any financial help doing this. I don't, which is great, because also I'm like not racking up a shit ton of debt, and I don't owe anybody my opinion. But on the same side, like, I work to pay for this, and then I come here, and I just sometimes feel like I'm wasting money on my entry fees because, like, whatever, I'm not getting any better. And so I'm thinking about all of these terrible thoughts in my head, and I have to go do poodles now. And my little love bug here, Tyrion, hi, is a big fat jerk in the ring. And he's always a jerk in the ring. And poodles is my least favorite class to compete in. I don't know. Lots of people are like, I'm going to get a poodle and start in poodles. Poodles is the worst class to start in. If you're not a competitor, don't buy a poodle. Get yourself a hand strip dog. Learn to hand strip. You'll have a much better time in that ring. Or like a sporting dog. Well, don't get a sporting dog, because I'll still be there when you make it to open. Working on my underline. But anyway, so I always give people the advice, like, don't worry, don't compare yourself to others. I have it tattooed on my arm. And I still failed yesterday. And I just couldn't. I couldn't deal with it. And the only reason I did poodles is because Tyrion looked like a swamp monster. And I literally cried. Silent tears. Thank God I was in the dark corner the entire poodle class, thinking about what a loser I am. And I think that although mine's obviously very specific to Cocker Spaniels right now, and I'm sick today, so I'm going to blame that I was getting sick on also being such an emotional wreck yesterday. But I think for everybody, it's easy to get into that mind frame where nothing's good enough, you know, you're not doing everything, you're not, like, you feel like you're working really hard and not getting anywhere. And I know I felt like that with my shop a lot when I had my shop. I felt like that in my day-to-day when I was working at my last job. Like, nothing I did was good enough. Nothing I did was right. Nothing that, you know, no matter how hard I was working, I wasn't getting anywhere. It was never good enough. And I think it's so easy to fall into that mindset, and it's really hard to take your own advice. So, I don't necessarily have a good solution for that, except that we're all human and we all have like terrible, rotten, shitty days. And there's a lot of cursing in this. I'm sorry. I've tried. I've done really well for as much as I curse in real life, like casually, on these live streams. So sorry, I'll edit. But I mean, it's nothing really terrible yet. So, and this is my birthday week, and I also think that I just realized I've been an adult as long as I was like a kid. So I just turned 36, and so I've been an adult for 18 years. I did hit the pinnacle of adulthood. I remembered both my reusable bags and paid off my credit card in the same week. That was big. Now granted, I only had to pay like $100 on my credit card because I just got it and I don't use it, but yeah, there's that. So there's little bits of winning in real life, but I don't know. I think when you love something and you want something so bad and you just constantly work for it, like, it's so easy to get wrapped up in all the little shit that you don't do right. Like, I look at Lenny's picture and yeah, my tuck up is not in the right spot. It's not where I intended to put it. But Suzanne Marchetti from I've St. Bernard took a picture from really far away, like really far away in the crowd, and Lenny looks great. And as bad as he was on the table for me, because he's a brat, and I am the living proof of not getting two puppies at the same time, because both of my puppies, Tyrion and Lenny, I got at the same time, are terrible. They're terrible dogs. I love them, but God, they push my buttons. We're like way too close. We're way too close. Right? Yes, I'm a little shit. I was in evil creature mode yesterday. So anyway, I think no matter what it is that you're working for and you're putting in time and effort and it feels like you're just hitting like roadblock after roadblock, we're all going to have days like this. And it would have been easy for me to walk away from poodle class because I really didn't want to do it. But I got through it. And you're going to get through it too. And although I told everybody yesterday I was done competing, I'm deleting my Facebook, that was also a lie. It's being very dramatic. That's why I like Taylor Swift songs so much. They're just, I really can relate to her. You know, not the money or the blonde or the really skinny, but definitely the overly dramatic responses to life. So that's that. And I have to pack the car, and I'm going to be shooting a Groom Source video, so that's the next thing coming up. They still haven't played my one where I got to do Lindsay's dog, Eli, who is such a good boy, but I'm doing a carding one today, so that'll be fun, with a Springer from Catherine Dixon. And then next Sunday night is my workshop online at Positive Ed. And it's the Be the One to Bark About. And it's all going to be about making first impressions. So rule number 1, don't cry. Yeah. And then it's pretty much, I'll be at Fun in the Sun if anybody's there. I think my live stream ends on that day too. Or ends up on that weekend as well. And yeah, I think that's everything that I have coming up. So I hope you guys have a great Sunday. I know my Sunday's going to be way better after this because I get to go home. And I'm off tomorrow. And I'm getting a massage. So it's all coming up Helen tomorrow. Anyway, so hope you guys, again, have a great day. You know, be on the lookout for new stuff, and I'll see you in 2 weeks.